Today, comedian Ralphie May drops by with the funnies and his political dreams. Plus, in Gadget Prom, we rate the Bose SoundLink, a mobile speaker that lets you bring the jams wherever you go. Then Tiffany Smith gets ghoulish with Tim Burton, Michelle Pfeiffer, and the cast of Dark Shadows.
Are you stoned or something?
They tried stoning me, my dear. It did not work.
Also, we have a first look of Assassin's Creed 3 gameplay in the feed. And we dig up the Nintendo GameCube and Tales from the Console Graveyard. Take all that, shake it up, and you've got Attack of the Show, which starts now.
I'm sorry. That's all I can be. That's all I can be for you today.
You're the great Kevin Pereira.
Oh, I'll take that.
All right. I'm Candace Bailey.
You can be Candace Bailey.
I am Candace Bailey.
Yes, you are.
We are coming to you live.
Where were you yesterday? You abandoned your family.
I did not abandon. I was working, y'all. I went to Titmouse Animation Studio.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
I know.
You should explain exactly what that is.
I actually found out that it's a bird. It's not a tit or a mouse. It's a bird.
Okay. That narrows it down. So you went to visit it.
Before, it always made me giggle. But I'm good now because I know it's a tiny bird. It's a very cute one.
So you went to go
the
pet
animation
one?
studio. That's just what it means.
Oh, okay.
It has nothing to do with the bird, really. But I went to the animation studio, and I learned all about how animation is done, and they even animated me. It was really cool.
You got animated?
Oh,
hey!
Look at that. Look at my figure.
Look at that. You did good. That's an artist interpretation.
Like my real figure, but I'll take it.
But it's a good one.
It's a great one.
Well, I'm glad you're back. We'll get to see that in an upcoming show then?
Yes.
Awesome.
We will.
You may notice on today's show, Candace and I are wearing these Got Your Six pins. See these?
Right here?
Right there.
Now, if you've played any Call of Duty games, you know that your Got Your Six means got your back, but it's also the name of a new campaign to help restore a positive image of America's returning veterans.
You guys can visit gotyoursix.org for more info to find out how you can help as well. We hope you do. So we got them.
All right. You want to run down the top things on the web?
Let's go around the net.
Okay.
With a clip from our favorite place on earth for viral videos.
In Russia, Patel eats you.
А этот вот асфальт, он вот он ходит. Вот это.
Those silly Russians.
It's like fun.
Aren't you supposed to wait a half an hour before you get drunk and run off the side of the road and then go swimming in a sinkhole? Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
No, that's just an old wives' tale. It's like Gravity and the moon landing.
And the G-spot.
No, is this where am I supposed to go?
Oh, okay. This isn't good.
It's Attack of the Show's mom, everyone.
Hey,
Hi.
Hi there, guys.
Good to see you. I mean, unexpected surprise. What are you doing here?
Well, you said that you were going to take me out to dinner for Mother's Day to my favorite restaurant, the Cheesecake Factory.
Right.
Yes, but Mother's Day isn't until Sunday.
Right.
Well, I just thought because I hadn't seen you in so long, you know, I don't get to see you that often.
Sure,
I know.
Oh, but that's okay. I'll just go sit outside by myself in the cold. All right.
It's LA. It's pretty warm out there, but
It is.
but don't. You're fine, Mom. Please don't do that.
I'll be fine.
No,
I'll be fine. You know, I might come down with a cough or something. You know, and maybe I'll go see X-Play and see how they are.
Don't do that.
You
Nobody
know
does
what?
that. Nobody
Just
wants
take
that.
a seat, show mom. We'll take
Okay.
you out after the show. Okay?
I am going to stay out of everybody's
Okay, perfect.
way.
Great, thank you.
Now we can go on
Very
with
good.
the show.
Oh, maybe I'll check my draw something.
That would be great. Yes, that'd be great. Just
Awesome.
And
leave it on
see what's
silent.
going on.
That'd be
Get back
great.
to it?
Please.
Okay.
All right. So our next video on the countdown. No, I cannot play Draw Something right now, Show Mom. I'm literally hosting the show right in front of you. You're live.
Sorry. I'm gonna read. Don't worry. I'm just
Perfect. Great book.
okay.
Okay, yep. It's right side up. That's
The
good.
movie Piranha 3 Double D comes out next month, and to get people excited, the filmmakers have released some early outtakes.
Yes, here's the catch. These outtakes, they don't have any man-eating fish in them at all.
No.
Hi, I'm Gary Busey. Hi, I'm Kermit the Frog.
Humans are toys, pieces of meat, a Chateaubriand, a filet mignon, a ribeye steak, surf and turf.
Eating steak, eating steak, eating steak, eating steak.
I hope you're understanding me because I'm not.
Hey!
Quiet! Well, I have to get up every now and then to fart.
FART is feeling a rectal transmission.
Of course it is.
Wait,
When you say it like that, it's poetry.
hold on. How did that homeless man get onto the movie set?
No, Candace, that was Academy Award nominated actor Gary Busey. That's who that was.
Really?
Playing a hobo, I think. He was in character, yes. All right, here's a clip from a Telemundo 52 news broadcast. That sounds like fun, right?
Being a weather lady is hard.
Very hard. Being a weather lady in an all-green outfit on a green screen, it's a little bit harder.
Notamos que las condiciones están fluctuando entre los 80 hasta los 90 grados. Parece que tenemos un problema, me imagino, con las luces, pero no se preocupen. Seguimos con el tiempo. Las temperaturas para hoy van a ser aproximadamente de 100.
It's like a hottie Goro with all those arms.
I don't get it. Why is Danny DeVito's ghost haunting that weather lady?
Danny DeVito's not dead.
I've said too much.
Show Mom, are you all right?
No, I'm
you
fine.
okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, seriously, Show Mom, what is it?
I just think you should look at your Twitter wall.
Oh, come on.
I'm on the Twitty.
Right! I'm a Twitterer now.
That's great, yeah.
Kevin, are you there?
Yes,
Candace,
I'm
I have
right?
T.O. talk to you. Show Mom.
Okay, don't read. It's
true.
fine. Hey, listen.
Come on.
Compared to the rest
Hello?
of,
It's a very tiny keyboard.
yes, but compared to the rest of the Twitter, that's not that bad actually.
It's true.
Is there something you want to
I'm
actually tell us
learning.
though?
Well, yes, there is, and this is important. You can put it on your feed thingy. Your aunt just posted something on Facebook about how they're going to start charging every time you log in, unless you give your email to an online petition.
No, they're not.
It's
not,
true. It's true.
It's not at all true.
But don't worry, I gave them your emails because I knew you'd be concerned about this.
No, that story is not true.
Well, this was a very professional-looking Facebook post.
It's not. Okay, let's just play the damn turtle video that we have so we can change our passwords. Let's do that.
That's horrible.
It's just the David Blaine turtle just disappeared.
It's horrible.
Listen,
I hate that.
I'm sure that turtle-eating albatross was just giving the little guy a ride to Turtle Town. He wasn't gonna drop him from a great height and crack his shell or anything. What,
Lord.
Show Mom? What?
You know, I just didn't realize what kind of videos you show on this
Right.
show.
I know.
Don't
That
take
was
her so-
that was awful.
Tell me about it.
You know, Ellen doesn't show videos like this. Why can't you be more like Ellen?
I ask that same question all the time.
Okay, all right, yeah,
all the
that's
time.
it's a great question. I'm sorry, Show Mom.
Oh, you don't
Sorry.
seem very sorry.
Well, how would you like us to make it up to you? All right? I mean, you don't like the videos we show. Do you want to play a video? Why don't you pick one?
Oh!
And we'll play it for the kids at home. We'll see which one they like more.
Oh, sure.
Great.
Sure, that'd be great. And I know just the video. Your aunt just sent it to me. Oh, it's just wonderful. Wonderful.
Stop. That's enough.
Oh, it's so much fun.
No, it's not fun.
It is. They used all my favorite
It's not
classic
fun.
dance tunes, like the Twist and YMCA. Oh, remember when we danced at your cousin's wedding to YMCA?
That video has been
That's
on
a
the
good one.
internet since there's been an internet, Show Mom.
Well,
so
I liked it.
great.
I know, but that's not really the kind of video we show here.
Oh,
Thank
why
you.
isn't it? I think I have pretty good taste. Why can't we watch something that I like for once?
Because the videos you pick suck. I'm sorry. I don't want to tap dance dance around anymore. They're terrible.
Kevin Ashley Pereira! How dare you talk to me that way, Kevin Ashley?
It's not. That's not my. I'm sorry. That's not my middle name.
You're
I'm not.
sorry. Of course you're sorry. You're sorry. Show Dad. Let's bring on Show Dad.
How many gosh darn times do I have to tell you two not to give Show Mom a hard time?
Right.
For Pete's sake, it's like you got crap for brains upstairs. No respect either.
Kevin Ashley Pereira.
That's not.
Really sorry, Show Dad.
I don't have crap for. I'm sorry.
Damn right, you're sorry, Kevin Ashley Pereira. You don't want to watch your mom's videos? You don't want to watch mom's videos?
I don't want to.
Well, fine then. Here's a video for you.
That's a little disturbing.
I love that video. I love that video.
Why would you show that?
Love that
Because it
video?
reminds me of how your mother and I met.
You mean you guys met at a zoo?
Yeah.
Come on, hun. We'll meet him at the Cheesecake Factory later.
Oh, okay. We can go get us some pomegranate margaritas.
Okay.
You two have fun,
Yes,
okay?
thank you, Show Mom. Thanks,
We
Show
won't
Dad.
disappoint you.
That'll be a first.
Show Mom and Show Dad, everybody. Thank you so much for coming by.
Still ahead.
I don't have crap
We
for
get our
brains.
prawn on.
I have a regular human brain in my head. A regular brain. Matt Myra is going to rate one of the loudest portable speakers we've ever heard with our regular brains, not crap brains. Right after
Maybe
the
a
break.
little crap brain.
Crazy. It's crazy. In the 1980s, you needed a giant boombox to listen to tunes in public, but not anymore, thanks to technology. Welcome back, Matt Myra.
Hello. Thank you, Kevin.
So today we're talking portability and sound. The folks at Bose set to give you big sound from a teeny tiny portable speaker.
Yeah.
This is the the fruits of their labor, if you will. This is the Bose SoundLink Wireless Mobile.
Oh, it's such a great name because
Yeah.
it's everything it is in one.
It is. It
At
links sound
first-
and it's portable.
Oh my God. It doesn't look like much at first, right? You're thinking, what is this rectangle? Nylon cover on the top. That functions as a stand as well as automatically turning on and off the device.
I kind of like that.
It weighs a little bit under 3 pounds, which is actually a bit heavier than I thought it was. When you see it, you think it's going to be light, but it's a lot denser. I really like the layout of the relatively few and large buttons on the top here.
Little power, auxiliary input, Bluetooth pairing, some volume
Everything
controls.
you ever wanted
That's
to
it.
do with this thing, all right there.
All right, now this thing has a rechargeable lithium battery. The last portable sound dock we had was the Dre Beatbox.
Yeah.
That thing took 6 D-cell batteries. So did all my Christmas gifts from the 80s. So how's the life on this? Does it need that extra?
I don't think it would fit 6 D-cell batteries, even if it was hollow. Bose is pushing portability with this product. They say you can get up to 8 hours of continuous listening. And this has a rechargeable lithium battery. So it's just this little battery. You can remove it eventually, so if the battery does go...
After so many cycles, you
yeah,
can pop it in a new one?
Bose gives you instructions in the manual and on the website how to remove the battery if you need to replace it.
Cool. What if you blast it, though, at full volume and you're really jamming out the tunes like those tweens love to?
If you're playing at full volume, you'll get 3 to 4 hours of
that's not bad.
continuous use.
Okay.
I took it home and I had it crank for an hour, and there was plenty of battery left over. If you're going to listen at normal volume, you're going to look at 8 hours of battery life.
And how long to recharge a thing?
About 2 to 3 hours. So it's not a crazy recharge time.
Okay.
Like, remember the Tyco radio-controlled cars that take 50 hours
You
to
play
recharge?
for 2 minutes and then be like, well, next week we can drive it again down the street.
We've come a long way. I had a lot of boring Christmases waiting for this thing to charge. But yeah, this thing is great. 2 to 3 hours full charge.
Let's talk connectivity. You got Bluetooth, of course, the auxiliary input that we mentioned.
Yeah.
Pairing, pretty simple, right?
Pairing is very simple. It's really easy. All you have to do is put your phone in pairing mode
Get
and
outta
then you
here.
hold down the Bluetooth button for only 3 seconds. A lot of the devices we've tested here that are Bluetooth compatible, you gotta hold it for like 10 seconds, and then you think you turned it off.
Are you really griping about 7
I
seconds?
am, honest to God. Honest to God.
I had to press this button with my index finger for 10 whole seconds.
I have a lot of things to do, and 7 seconds, that eats into so many podcasts.
You can cry while holding a button, though.
That's true.
Okay. With Bluetooth connected,
It's very true.
did you?
I don't know why she did that to me. Inside.
Siri, play breakup mix. With Bluetooth connected, did you experience any lag? Did the signal drop at all?
Not really. I had it drop for like a second or two. Don't laugh, Kevin. It's not funny. When connected with Bluetooth, the signal was strong.
Okay.
It didn't really cut out. The connection went well past the 30 feet that they say it'll
good.
go. But you do have the option of connecting with the auxiliary cable.
If you can find one of those auxiliary cables, am I right?
Guess what?
Ladies?
Guess what, you guys? Bose gives you one.
Santa Bose. Very charitable of them. There are a number of new speaker technologies going into this thing. It gives it a very big sound. I was impressed. What did you think? What's the deal with the technology?
Well, the technology, there's a lot of new stuff going on in here that Bose has designed. This thing sounds incredible. I have never been this surprised by a product in the entire time I've been doing Gadget Prom. So the volume on here, it'll crank like a speaker that's 4 or 5 times the size that it is. There's a whole bunch of new tech crammed in here. There's 2 small drivers on either side of this and passive opposing radiators.
Who the what's-its?
What does that mean? Here
Radiators?
it is. Take a look. This is the inside of this little guy. Those are the drivers on either side. Then you have these oval-shaped radiators that are designed to save space, and they're opposing, so they face each other.
Okay.
And what that does is it actually cancels out vibration.
And those are like mini subwoofers then,
Yeah.
so when they vibrate into each other, the whole thing doesn't rattle.
Yeah, and they're
rock?
waffled, so the air
Crazy.
can pass through, and it actually delivers a heck of a lot of bass.
Yeah.
I sound like my dad. That's a heck of a lot of bass in there.
A lot of low end coming from that
Turning
little thingy
that
there.
down, I can hear your car from the top of the street. My dad's from Wisconsin all of a sudden. Usually with the Bose stuff, I find that there's too much mid-range and bass that's overpowering everything. But I found this to be incredibly clear across the full spectrum. So your highs, your mids, your lows, that's the spectrum. Very
That's the entire
clear.
spectrum. And
Very
you don't want
clear.
those violins drowned out on your Dave Matthews Band
You
mix.
don't.
You want to hear the Christmas.
You want to hear Boyd Tinsley going
He's
to
so
town
good.
on a Lie in Your Graves or a two-step, if you will.
You can get the Bose sound.
It's all
like,
I have, Kevin.
I know. I'm not going to take that away from you. You can get the Bose SoundLink mobile speaker for $299. Little pricey.
Yeah.
But it is quality. What's the verdict?
We're giving it a 5 out of 5.
That's as many as you can give it.
Yeah.
There's no more room.
I have no seals left to give.
That's crazy.
I wish we had like pictures of the Seal himself.
Oh, Seal himself.
That's how we
Seal
rated everything.
holding a baby seal or clubbing one.
Listen, $300 might sound like, well, he could. Kevin, don't do that. $300 may sound like a lot, but when you factor in the size of this, the portability, you're going to be hard-pressed to find something that sounds as good as this does, even at the $300 price range, even at not portable. So that's why I'm going to give this thing a 5 out of 5.
I believe you, Matt Myra.
Thank you.
Your magic is real. Matt Myra, everybody. That's it for today's Gadget Prom. If you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us, gadgetpron@g4tv.com. But now, let's get a vampire's point of view.
Raising the Dead, Tim Burton and Johnny Depp exhume a television classic with dark shadows.
I mean to be a part of this family again.
When Johnny's character breaks the heart of an evil witch, she turns him into a vampire and all hell breaks loose.
What sorcery is this? Reveal yourself, tiny songstress.
Having a vampire from the 1700s wake up in the future is interesting enough, but placing him in the 70s, he almost fits in.
It was something that was quite unique on TV when I was growing up. I think that's one of the interesting things about it was just such a weird, special thing. My remembrance of the 70s was it was weird then, and it's still weird. It's kind of has its own weird time warp bubble.
Promise me that all of this will remain our secret.
So what part of the 70s is scarier for you, a vampire reawakening or that hot pants and disco is popular?
You know, hot pants are back in. I don't know if you've looked around lately, but I'm sort of like, oh my God, they're all wearing hot pants, and they're even shorter. I kind of think, honestly, the disco hot pants are a little more scary.
With this,
I must admit, they have not aged a day.
Was it intimidating at all going toe-to-toe with Johnny Depp?
In general, sex scenes are never really pleasant. You know, you kind of naked and you have like 20 people around you. We were dressed during that scene, and there was no hip movement. We were all very tamed. It was like a dance.
You may strategically place your wonderful lips upon my posterior and kiss it repeatedly.
What do you think makes Barnabas as a vampire cooler than all those sparkly emo vampires that are out there now?
He's original. Other than Johnny Depp.
No, well, yeah, Chloe's right. He's original. You know, he's more in the vein of the Draculas than in the revamped vampires.
Are you stoned or something?
They tried stoning me, my dear. It did not work.
Johnny Depp is really well known for his unique take on the characters that he plays. Tell me about his take on Barnabas.
Well, he was a real fan of the show. I realized it was so important to him, and he wanted to play Barnabas, I think, for a long, long time. So something he was quite passionate about. You know, even before he was an actor, I think he dreamed of playing Barnabas Collins. So, you know, it's nice to see somebody so passionate about something and then, you know, being able to realize it.
You cannot imagine how thirsty I am.
Barnabas's yellow teeth vampire thing, British thing.
What? What?
No answer.
Okay,
I'm British.
Oh, a British thing.
He said it, I didn't. He totally said it.
I kind of asked for it, didn't I?
This family could use some balls. The Collins family have always held the biggest and most wonderful balls.
Sink your fangs into the balls of dark shadows. And by balls, we mean party.
Thanks, Tiffany.
Still ahead, comedian Ralphie May announces plans to run for political office.
And later, we unearth a Nintendo GameCube and Tales from the console graveyard. Stick around, y'all.
Spooky.
Stick around.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Dark Shadows, in theaters tomorrow.
Sometimes having a celebrity doppelganger is a good thing. Sometimes, not so much.
Do anybody think that maybe if Chaz Bono knew if she was gonna turn into a dude, that she was gonna look like me, you think that bitch would have gone through with it? She'd have been like, I wanted Brad Pitt and you gave me Ralphie May, you sons of bitches. If I was that broad, I'd sue. Sue! Dude, broad, I don't know. God bless her. Him. It's confusing, man. I know. I have noticed I've been getting a lot of free drinks from lesbians, though, so it's got its ups, you know? Kick ass.
Please welcome Ralphie May, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You were fantastic on Dancing with the Stars.
I was awesome.
So graceful.
I am fleet on the feet, baby.
It is an uncanny resemblance to Chaz.
It really is, man.
I don't know.
It really is.
I think we have a. Do we have a side by? Well, hold on.
Hold on.
Wait. Do we
do the same face?
Do we have the face? Do we have it? Oh, there it is. Brilliant. You
get my eyes closer together, it'd be perfect.
We can CG that. We can make that happen.
Yeah, if I had that Abe Lincoln beard, it'd be awesome. A fat Abe Lincoln. Kick ass.
You haven't met Chaz? You haven't run into him?
I haven't met Chaz. No.
Worst comes to worst, though, you can go on the celebrity signing circuit and just show up to Comic-Con and sign our headshots for him.
Yeah, I know, right? Go to Santa Monica and get lesbians to buy me drinks. It'd be awesome.
What is your life right now, aside from hitting all the hottest lesbian bars? Is it just nonstop touring on the road?
It's touring a lot. It's touring a ton. But I'm also a father and a husband, so you know it's a family, and it's family 4 days a week, the road 3 days a week, 4 days a week, something like that.
Those 3 days a week on the road, though, are you still partying like you're single?
No, God, no.
No?
God, no. I'm 40 years old now. No, I don't party at all.
So what's like a typical night then? You do a set.
I do a set. If it's a one-show night, I just come home and go to sleep because I've got media early in the morning. All right, so I'm boring. I'm on my pajamas. Okay, I don't even smoke weed anymore. So it's like,
whoa, hold the phone. We lost another soldier.
I know.
What happened? You were fighting a good fight.
I did my time. 25 years. 25 years. And towards the end, I was up to 4 ounces a week.
Whoa.
I know. Even stoners are like, damn.
Yeah, that's
damn.
Somewhere Snoop Dogg did a spit take.
Yeah, well, what? I know, right? He actually got me in trouble. He gave me some of his weed, and I took it to Guam with me. And I went, I didn't know I had it on me. I forgot. And I went and petted a drug dog. And,
no!
Yeah. I walked 65 feet out of my way. 65 feet out of my way to go pet a drug dog. And then when that one sat down, which is the signal that they've found drugs, I called another drug dog over to me, and I petted that one. And that one sat down, too. Yeah, not my
You're
pettest
holding 12
moment.
leases surrounded by German shepherds.
I've got
These
2
dogs
of them.
love me in Guam.
I know. I was like, they get it. I'm a dog person, okay? All right, but it was funny. It's like the dogs kept on looking back at their hand. I was like, this is so easy. This guy reeks of weed.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. He is so weed and bacon. I mean, this guy's fat.
You were a dog's best friend at that point. You were a bacon
man.
strip.
Oh, man.
Sativa bacon strip.
I could have gotten in real big trouble.
Well, so
you know?
what happened? I mean, they come over and thankfully they're fans. They're like,
well,
we love your dancing.
They were fans, and the handlers were trying to give me hints, but I was too tired and stoned.
So they're giving you hints. They're saying, hey, man, you might want to get away.
Hey, you need to go use the restroom. Did you pass that amnesty box on the way in, is what one guy said. And I'm like, yeah, I saw it. It was awesome. All right? I didn't know what they were talking about. I honestly didn't think I had anything on me. And when after they searched me and they found in my bag, they found it, and they're like, what is this? And I'm like, you know, and my wife, by the way, was leaving customs at that point. She was like, I'm out of here. But she had my kids, and I'm like, you're abandoning me. And she's like, somebody's got to make bail. And I'm like, that's my Jew. You're a genius. You're a genius. All right. She left me. All right, which I don't blame her. You know, I mean, God, get out of here. Beat it. I'm a retard. All right, but I was so, oh God, it was such a fat moment. Slobber. It was such a fat moment. They at the bottom of my bag, I had a Pop-Tart. Okay, and it had broken out of the Mylar. Okay, and the little weed shake had adhered itself to the jelly part of the Pop-Tart, so they were reassembling the Pop-Tart like a puzzle, and they were like, did you put marijuana in a Pop-Tart? And I'm like, no, that would technically make it a pot-tart. Okay?
Oh my God, yes it would.
Yes, it would. That would be kick-ass. That's a twofer. All right, and so they searched me, and then like the prosecutor came in, and he goes, you know, to prove my case, I would have to show intent. And we saw the video, and we measured it, and you walked approximately 65 feet out of your way to go pet a drug dog. And how about we just give you a ticket for a $100 fine, and it'll be done. Okay, as long as you pay your fine, it'll be taken care of. And I'm like, yeah. As long as you sign this and let us show the video at our Christmas party. And I'm like, awesome. That kicks ass. All right, so
you signed the rights release to you petting a drug dog with a Pop-Tart. That's going to end up on America's Funniest Videos Guam edition.
It should.
In 2018, you're going to make a run for the Senate?
I'm thinking about it. You know,
so
I'm thinking about
let's dive
in. To the state of Tennessee. Yeah, I like the people of Tennessee. I was born in Tennessee. We have a house in Nashville. We have a house in Los Angeles, and I say another one in America because it's separate. It's different. But you know, we're here for work. But I love Tennessee, and if the wife will approve, you know, I'll make a run for it.
So
what I want to do is build up the money. It's a modified version of fiscally conservative Democrat. You know, kind of a blue dog Democrat. And
a Pop-Tart in every toaster, though? That'll be their campaign slogan?
Yeah, right. That'd be awesome.
I mean, what do you think the major issues are of the day, like for someone in Tennessee or for anybody out there in America?
Well, jobs, you know, getting people back to work. You know, there's too many. I mean, we had, I got upset when Tennessee state senators vetoed and voted down against the jobs bill that Obama, just because it's politics. They're both Republican, and they voted against, which cost the state of Tennessee 24,800 jobs. Right. Okay? That's 24,800 families that aren't having a good Christmas, okay? And it just incensed me. And I have to raise enough money to where I'm not beholden to any corporations, to any companies. And if I just have one term and somebody beats me because they have more corporate sponsors and stuff, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But I can do 6 years and make my statement and be done and make my world a better place for my children. Then I've done, that's my goal.
Love it. Ralphie May, 2018, everybody. You heard it here first. Such a pleasure to meet you, man. Thanks for coming down.
Ralphie May's Too Big to Ignore is available on DVD now. Stay tuned. We have got an early look at what it'll be like to murder redcoats in Assassin's Creed. You will not want to miss that.
What happens next?
All right, so these guys are trying to blow up this car's engine by overheating it. So what happens next? Does the engine explode? Does the car slip into gear and hit a spectator? Or does the car slip into reverse and hit another car? We'll have the answer after the break. All right, so these guys are trying to blow up this car's engine by overheating it. So what happens next? Does the engine explode? Does the car slip into gear and hit a spectator? Or does the car slip into reverse and hit another car? And to think only moments earlier that was a prime parking spot.
Oh, indeed it was. Hey, we have a Twitter wall.
Yeah, we do.
We should see what. Oh, let's not read them.
Show Mom
we're fine.
284 at
Don't
the
read-
Cheesecake Factory because it's Mother's Day. I'm eating dessert
and
first.
apparently Show Dad is on Twitter now too. Turn off your damn phone and eat your truffle cake, he says to Show Mom. 284.
This sound a lot like your
That's a
dad.
very sweet, very sweet, loving relationship. Stay together for the kids.
Hey, if you want to be a part of the show and end up on our Twitter wall, tweet us at AOTS or use the hashtag AOTS.
I got a craving.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Well, what kind of craving?
a news craving.
Let's let Sarah take care of that.
Okay.
I can do that. I can do that. Let's start the feed.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It's Thursday, May 10th, and here are your top stories. OMG, guys. Facebook just unveiled their very own App Store. Is what I think of that. The social network's new storefront will simply redirect Facebook users to popular iOS and Android apps. Specifically, of course, the apps that favor Facebook integration. They'll take a cut from some app sales, but it's really just a move to boost the site's integration with the apps. And more than anything, a thumb of the nose to competitive services from Google and Twitter. In other words, a lame-o and make Lamenstein. Am I right? I'm right. Now, other terrible news. I have terrible news.
What?
It is literally the worst thing that could happen, you guys. Seriously.
What happened?
It's happened. Yesterday, the FBI rolled out not one, but two. Do you hear me? Two new anti-piracy warnings that will play at the beginning of Blu-rays and DVDs. Can you believe it?
Good thing I pirate.
Each notice is going to run 10 seconds long, and it's going to be unskippable. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. It's the end of physical media. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, it's only 20 seconds of dead air that will play while I make popcorn in the other room. Oh, phew, I'm okay now. Have you ever had the desire to play a game where you get to chop down redcoats like Mel Gibson in The Patriot?
Yes.
Well, you're gonna want to pay attention to this first look at gameplay from Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah. Released earlier today, it includes some never-before-seen pre-alpha gameplay from Ubisoft's revolutionary era follow-up to the stealthy killer RPG. If the looks of this are not enough to impress you, Ubisoft CEO has promised the game will be, quote, the biggest yet. You can look forward to taking on the British Empire and fighting for freedom on all platforms when the game hits stores October 30th. And finally, if you're a fan of movies like Chinatown and LA Confidential, you are going to love what we have for you. It's the first trailer for Gangster Squad. Yeah, it's the newest movie from Zombieland director Ruben Fleischer, and it packs an unbeatable ensemble cast. Hold on to your butts.
I'm not an educated man, but I've read some history. Every kingdom comes up bloody. Every castle's built on a pile of bones. When I came out here, LA was nothing. Back east, I was a gangster. Out of here, I'm God. Los Angeles is a damsel in distress, and I need you to save her.
What happened to them?
They resisted. This isn't a crime wave. It's enemy occupation. I'll need men. You are to make no arrests. It's just off the books.
Who's the lucky guy?
Going after Mickey Cohen.
Doesn't seem right that he should have so much while others have so little.
We're standing in the middle of a money-making machine. We got all the whores and dope sewn up. Bang! Within a month, we'll have the whole West Coast tied up in a nice ribbon. Bang, bang!
You call it, Sarge. We're going to war. No glory in this assignment. When we succeed, nobody will ever know what we've done. If you do this, there's no going back.
Well, you gotta die of something.
Gonna take me away from all this?
No, ma'am. I was just hoping to take you to bed.
I'll kill you if he finds out, you know.
A cop is not for sale like a dog with rabies. You just gotta put him down.
Can't shoot me. You're a cop.
Not anymore.
Gangster Squad hits theaters later this year, and consider my ticket bought, and that's not just because Gosling's in it. Mostly not just because Gosling's in it. He's sexy. I'm Sarah Underwood. You've just been fed, and now back over to you guys.
Thank you, Sarah Underwood. Listen, I am outie at the end of the month, but... Thank you. But I'm still looking forward to X-Play's Summer Games preview. It's a whole week, and I am so looking forward to it.
Yes! Get the early scoop on Max Payne 3, Game of Thrones, Ghost Recon,
Yes.
Future Soldier, and Madden 2013.
Whatever. These are all pursuits that I have personally cleared my calendar for everybody.
Absolutely. X-Play Summer Games preview week starts Monday at 6:30.
Love it. And hey, if that wasn't enough show for you,
Yeah.
coming up next,
Continue.
a look back at the best cube-shaped gaming platform ever.
Tales from the Console Graveyard is right after this.
There's more show.
The feed is brought to you by the General Automobile Insurance Services. For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time. On the next Attack of the Show.
Rock duo Tenacious D will be here live with the world premiere of their new music video, Low Hanging Fruit. Also, in Game Break, we return to hell with fantasy adventure Diablo 3. Then, host of the Webby Awards, funny man Patton Oswalt joins us live in studio. Plus, Candace reports for duty in Hawaii for a tour of the USS Missouri with Battleship director Peter Berg. And Chris Gore rates the latest flicks, including The Devil Inside and Chronicle on TV Tuesday.
Coming up next week on AOTS.
Oh my God, that looks like
exciting next
fun
week,
stuff. Huge
right?
week next week. Huge.
Video game consoles come in many shapes and sizes.
Yes, but our favorite might be the cubic one. It's not.
By 2001, the old regime of consoles was being swept away. Atari was all but dead. The Dreamcast had been discontinued. Meanwhile, systems like the PS2 and Xbox began to take over the market, leaving Nintendo to make their stand with the GameCube. Codenamed Dolphin, the GameCube followed on the heels of the cartridge-based N64 and was Nintendo's first attempt at a disc-based console.
With cartridges, you can only have a certain amount of music. The graphics could not be as high definition. You couldn't have full motion video. There was a myriad of reasons
why Nintendo had to go to a disc-based system.
The GameCube was initially released in Japan and the US in late 2001 and saw worldwide distribution by mid-2002.
When the GameCube launched, I was working at the R-Zone at Toys R Us. Funny story about children, if you put a kiosk with a video game console up in your store, it's only a matter of time before one of those children pees on it.
It was priced at $200 and was powered by IBM's PowerPC processor and an ATI graphics card.
The console itself was adorable and it had great power on the inside. It wasn't the most powerful thing ever, but it looked good and developers knew what they were doing with it. The color palette would pop, the worlds were vast and expansive. It was a fun console.
The GameCube required a memory card to save games, came boxed with a single controller, and like its older sibling, had 4 controller ports across the front.
The feel of the GameCube controller was awkward because it felt like you're holding like a boomerang that had these 2 little nubs on it. I always wanted to break it in half when I was playing some of their terrible games.
The GameCube sold nearly 4 million units in its first 6 months, and expectations were high that it would be another hit for Nintendo. Games were released on an 8cm mini DVD, which would only hold 1.4 gigs of data, compared to a normal DVD that could hold 8.5.
The limited storage space made it harder for developers. They couldn't pack in a ton of videos, the scores had to be cut down, and the game worlds had to be smaller.
The GameCube's CDs, not only would they get lost very easily, often not a bad coaster.
12 titles were released in the US for the system's launch, ranging from sports games to the solo adventure of Mario's brother, Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi apparently could afford a mansion on a plumber's salary, which I don't understand. I don't even think the guy that owns Roto-Rooter has a mansion.
While the GameCube had the ability for online gaming, few developers would take advantage of it, and only 4 online games were released.
This is why people don't take the Wii's online connectivity seriously. Because when Sony and Microsoft, back in the day, made an effort to get people engaged online, the GameCube was like, nope, want to keep it in the living room.
Despite this, over 600 games were released for the GameCube, with almost all of the hits being first-party titles developed by Nintendo. Games like the cel-shaded Zelda adventure Wind Waker.
The Zelda game was nice because it sort of differentiated itself entirely from the previous Zelda games. As far as the look and playability was concerned, there was 1 week and a half where I was sick from school. I really missed a lot of college credits. In fact, I never finished. Zelda has a lot to do with that.
The off-the-wall racer Mario Kart Double Dash. And, of course, the return of everyone's favorite plumber, Super Mario Sunshine.
The fluid dynamics of FLUDD, Mario's little squirty backpack thing. The graphics were gorgeous. Delfino Island popped. The colors were great. Characters were weird. It was a Mario game.
But the best-selling game for the system would be Super Smash Bros. Melee, selling just over 7 million copies.
There's no way that this game won't be a success because it takes every popular character from every Nintendo franchise and puts it into one game.
Despite these hits, sales would begin to lag, and the GameCube had its price cut in half in 2003. While it would continue to see steady sales in Japan, it never picked up worldwide. The console would top out at 22 million units sold, far below the 50 million they had anticipated to sell.
Cut!
Ultimately, the GameCube was discontinued in 2007 to make room for the motion-friendly console, the Wii.
It's sort of this odd place in the middle. It's like Star Trek 3. It's in the middle of that awesome trilogy of Star Trek movies, and you kind of have to watch it, but you don't want to watch it.
Ultimately, the GameCube underperformed. They completely skimped on online. They missed out on a storage medium with enough space to make compelling games. So Nintendo was right to sort of shelve it and move on to the Wii.
What a show!
You're saying it like it's over. There's so much show left.
I mean, Kevin Ashley Pereira.
I don't even know
Who knew that was his middle name?
It's not my middle name, and you can put it on the screen all you want. It's not. It's not. I wish it were.
Kevin Ashley Pereira.
What's your middle name? What do you got?
K.
K.
Candace K.
Just a single letter.
Candace K. Bailey.
Oh.
K-A-Y-E.
Oh.
Now you know. Thanks to Ralphie May, Matt Myra, Sarah Underwood, of course, our show mom.
Miss Kate. Ashley. But don't forget, it's Mother's Day this weekend. Buy your mom some stuff because that is how you show love.
And I love you,
Monetary
Mother.
means.